sake of time, I paused the camera there and then I put on the tacks. What I did is here you can see where the seam is, where the leather meets, that's wrapped around. It's tacked in some tacks, and then all the way around the circumference, kind of alternate the placement of the tacks. Now you can use staples. If you have a heavy-duty staple, you can also use that to help help secure it. Stapler will work as well, and I used the stapler for a long time, and actually there was a little time where I alternated between using the tacks and the staples. The thicker whips like this, the two-bellied 16-plat whips, I would tend to use the tacks, and on the smaller 12-plat whips, like the baby snakes and the baby bulls, I would use staples. But staples will work on either one. I just prefer to use tacks here, and I put a number of them around there. There's basically 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's about 10 tacks in there. And after I've done that, I also took the hammer, little tack hammer here, doing that, and I went along the edge. You may not be able to see it too clearly here, but the edge of the lead, just kind of tapped that in, pushed it in towards the whip, just to kind of soften that edge so it's not such a sharp edge. And the next thing that you want to do is because there's a little sharp edge here, you can actually create a little step there. To minimize that, I take a razor blade, and what I do is just kind of bevel off that edge. So I'm going to bevel that off right now. Okay, so I've taken the little razor blade and I beveled off the edge. You may not be able to see it too well, but it just kind of minimizes that step, makes it kind of flow into the end of the whip a little bit better. Next thing, I'm going to take some electrical tape. I'm going to wrap it around about 4 times over the whole portion of this to cover up that. Pull it tight as you're wrapping. So now you have the next step done. So it's glued on with hot glue. It's tacked on with the little bitty tacks that I have. Then you want to tape it on there. And you can even, for added measure, you can even take some sinew or very thin string. Wax thread works good too. You bind around that if you want. But at this point right now, this is very solid. This is not going to come off. Next thing you want to do is, you see the end of the whip. That is electrical tape that I have on the end. Now you can finish this off in a number of different ways. I'm going to put a concho on the end of that to cover that, to make it look like the first whip or the second whip I showed you. And then, or to do that, you need to create a little pool of hot glue. So that's what we'll do next.